究極の破壊魔法エクセプロージョン。
When a heroic legend is born, you know that for a fact that sooner or later that person will have special powers he requires to defeat the great demon lord. Some can be heroes from the start, or they might even become known heroes later down the line after starting as a nobody. Today's video will be showcasing 10 heroic protagonists who have the power to defeat the great demon lord. If you're new around here, then please make sure that you're subscribed to the channel with the notification bell icon turned on to stay up to date with the latest anime news and recommendations right at your doorstep. Now, that keep y'all waiting, let us begin with the video. As always, I'd like to start this list off with a banger series where all characters are heroes destined to defeat the great demon king in a series called Rokka no Yuusha. This is your story of trust and betrayal, but also on a protagonist who wields no special powers whatsoever at all compared to others, as he relies on, let's say, trickery or using his gadgets to fight against tougher opponents. And trust me when I say this, the protagonist Adalit is definitely one to watch. The interesting thing is that among the brave 6 heroes, there is a traitor, and poor Adalit was actually immediately labeled as the imposter among the rest of the heroes and is now being hunted. Can Adalit survive long enough and find out who the real imposter is for the other heroes to take aside? Oh, it's really intense, I tell you. You gotta watch it. Everyone deserves a break, and what better way to do that than to have a delicious Japanese snack that you can experience from the comforts of your own home. Thank you to both Tokyo Treat and Sakurako for sponsoring today's video. The beauty of spring is in the air, and this month, Tokyo Treat and Sakurako bring the beauty of Sakura season right to your doorstep so you can have your own Hanami picnic with their special Sakura-themed snack boxes. Tokyo Treat is a monthly pop Japanese snack box that will bring you up to 20 of the latest, most exclusive limited edition and seasonal flavored snacks all the way from Japan. Their theme for April is Sakura Picnic Party. Try out their Sakura Pepsi, their sweet and crunchy Japanese peach Kit Kat, ramen, which is personally my favorite, and much more of what Tokyo Treat has to offer with their April box. And if you prefer something, let's say, a bit more authentic and elegant, then you can't miss out on Sakurako's Arrival of Sakura. Sakurako is a monthly subscription box that supports local Japanese snack makers and comes with 20 traditional and authentic snacks from Japan. Try out their Sakura Warabi Mochi all the way from Osaka, tasty Sakura shortbread cookies from Tochigi, and also some Sakura Mochi from Nagano. You'll also receive a special Japanese tableware with a Sakura design, which in my opinion fits this month's theme really well. Learn more about each delightful Sakura themed treat that you receive in the booklet provided, and you can get more information about the Japanese culture. Give their Sakura themed subscription boxes a try, and trust me, you will not be disappointed. Next up is that time I got reincarnated as a sword, and from the title of the series, it is as you would expect. A guy gets isekai'd into another world as a form of a powerful sword, able to move on its own and slay monsters to level up quickly and get even stronger. But the truth is, he can go beyond if he finds himself a proper wielder. That's where the protagonist, the female protagonist, Fran, comes in, who is a female member of the Black Cat tribe, where, you know, she is a weak character at the very start as a slave to then becoming powerful as an adventurer with the help of the sword. Fran without the sword, however, is powerless, and that is why they both make the ultimate duo upon fighting monsters, clearing dungeons and also making new friends. A story of a powerful legendary hero whom everyone looked up to as he was at the top of the ranks, able to defeat anyone and anything to save the world. Now he unfortunately just vanished without a trace. When I say vanished, I mean he actually just decided to go into hiding as he never really cared about rank status and he just wanted to pretty much live in peace away from all this commotion. But now he actually decides to one day return from hiding, but as the years went by, people just forgot who Zero was. And don't don't really recognize him as the legendary hero he actually once was. He is still overpowered like back then, but now I guess if he does want to be known, he just needs to beat bad guys, you know, stronger than him and rise back up to glory as quick as possible.
今こそ我のしもべとなりと聞き悪いぞ。逃げろ！
Just imagine this. Just imagine this. Killing the same monster for 300 years to achieve max level and stats to the point where you are overpowered. Well, this here actually happened with our protagonist in the show where she got isekai'd as a witch and made a wish to live peacefully, you know, just a peaceful life on a hilltop where no one would ever bother her. Now, she spent exactly 300 years killing slime monsters until she maxed herself out, and now she is completely unbeatable. Word, however, started spreading out of a powerful witch living nearby as others wanted to test her strength to see if rumors were indeed true. It's a very simple slice of life story of a witch and a few of her friends living their life in the new world, doing cute things and pretty much whatever they can. Ningen Fushi is a very interesting story that features a group of characters who felt betrayed by humanity. They all thought that they belonged in their respective party and had a special role to play in, but they each got, well, betrayed, kicked out, or maybe even simply casted away like nothing. Fate then actually brought them together in a local tavern where they together formed a party to become heroes to defeat the Great Demon King. Together with their power and also teamwork, they can be an unstoppable force when they get past their weaknesses and become a proper team. Konosuba is one of the most popular anime that is heavily comedy-based, but mostly for the first season, it was all about defeating the Demon Lord, which was the main goal. Kazuma, the protagonist, died in the most hilarious way possible and was isekai to another world and decided to bring Aqua with him, the goddess of water, as one of his main wishes to make her suffer just as much as she made fun of him. Together, they formed a wacky party with Megumin, a lolly wizard who cast explosions, and also Darkness, the sexually driven character who wants nothing but satisfaction. I only really have one word to describe the entire series, and it's funny. You will really enjoy this if you have never seen Konosuba before. Now, what is the main hero of the series like, you may ask? Well, one word only: badass. Akatsuki is a character that destroys, gets girls, and rides lightning-fast motorcycles like a boss. I mean, what more could you possibly ask from a protagonist like this? Hagoro Yuusha is a story of how Akatsuki defeats the Demon Lord and steals his daughter all for himself back to the original world. Now, keep in mind that he can't really use magic, not on a similar level like everyone else, but does have a giant sword to swing around and slay monsters or anyone who dares to hurt his friends. Oh, and let me also not forget to mention about this anime, it is extremely ecchi, which, you know, people can like or even dislike. King's Raid is a gacha game adaptation, and a very generic one if you ask me. There are lots of better shows out there that you can watch besides it, but, you know, I still found a really good amount of qualities making this anime actually worth watching. This This is a story of a party venturing out to defeat the Demon Lord. There are two dual protagonists, which in my opinion is very well done with the synergy and the interactions. I watch a lot of anime, seasonal wise. Despite shows being good or bad, I think every anime does deserve its fair chance, just like King's Raid. As you'd expect, the animation is kinda on the level of being average at best throughout most of the show. It's not visually amazing, but I did get hooked into the characters a lot more than you'd think. Now how about this time an Isekai protagonist who was so bored of his current life, he was sent to a beautiful fantasy world equipped with headphones, cool looking style, and can defeat gods with a single kick. Problem children are coming from another world, aren't they? Now this is an anime I wished would continue a lot more after it finished. It was indeed a wild journey and definitely needs a second season, which, may never happen at all. The series takes place in fantasy world featuring 4 prominent characters, and I got a pleasurable experience watching this series. Sakamaki Izayoi is a underrated protagonist. No one talks about him lately, but let's just say he does what he wants, when he wants, and how he wants, and always achieves it by doing so. It's amusing and strange enough with a cast of badass characters that were transported to another world, and it's only fair that you give it a shot. This here, I believe, is the ending point of the video, and the finale recommendation goes to the daily life of the Immortal King. The protagonist, Wang Ling, is a powerful immortal being that even actually managed to defeat the Great Demon Lord as a baby with ease. He has insane destructive capabilities of wiping out the planet in an instant, which is why his parents actually gave him an amulet to suppress his powers, but over time, that amulet actually slowly wears off, and it's only a matter of time. Heck, even Wang Ling is considered, a demon lord with this much power, which I think he really should be. Now get on board and watch a protagonist wanting to live a very simple school life where he constantly is challenged by other students to test his true powers as he does his best to hide it. Hey. You just made it to the end of the video and witnessed 10 heroic protagonists who have the power to defeat the Great Demon Lord. If I've managed to leave any anime out in particular that you thought would be a great addition on the list, then please let me know in the comment section down below, as I'd love to hear your very opinion, or just comment down below what you thought about the video in general, as I'd always appreciate the feedback. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.